What's up, people? It's me again, Junkmaster3, and just like I said with my previous update video, is that I am going to make a top 10 list today. I think I made this list before, but that was like an old list, or maybe it got deleted or something. I'm not really sure, but I decided to make a list like this anyways, and I might do a similar list as well in the future or something, but I am going to make a top 10 list of my favorite vampire movies. So I might do a new like top 10 werewolf movies as well. But before I go with the top 10 list, I am going to put out some honorable mentions. First off, we got Lost Boys 2, The Tribe, and Lost Boys 3, The Thirst. I got them in my collection, but I'm just too lazy to put them out from the shelf. So yeah, and then we also have another honorable mention, Transylvania 6 5000. This is sort of a vampire movie because Gina Davis is, yeah, sort of a vampire, or sort of, in this movie. But yeah, really great movie, really funny. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And then we have another sort of comedy-related vampire movie, Once Bitten, with Jim Carrey. It has some mixed reviews here and there, but I think it's good for what it was, so yeah, Once Bitten. And then we have a movie which I got from a good friend, Lola's Basement, Nosferatu, also an honorable mention. Don't get me wrong, I think this is such a great movie, but those movies that I put out in my top 10 list is like those who I like the most, and this was just outside of the list, like number 11 if that would be a number. But yeah, honorable mention as well, Nosferatu, and this is the Nosferatu with Klaus Kinski. So yeah, really great movie, really great atmosphere as well, and Klaus Kinski makes a great performance in it. So now we come to the top 10 list, and number 10 we got John Carpenter's Vampires. I was thinking about picking up the second part and the third part as well, but I've heard those movies are pretty bad, so I decided not to pick them up. But this one is just great. It's about like a vampire hunter going crazy, needs to take care of some, I think there's some vampire that's like ordering all other vampires to do that and that, and he just needs to kill him just to get rid of all the other vampires. I think it was something like that, because it was a while since I saw this, so but yeah, it's still a great movie, and I think it's one of John Carpenter's most underrated movies, so yeah, Vampires. And then we have a movie I saw just a couple of days ago actually with some of my friends. I've seen it many times, and I think this is even better than the first one, and it is Wesley Snipes in Blade 2. This is exactly how I like how I want vampire movies to be nowadays. But you all know the Twilight and all that shit. So, but yeah, if you want a movie with action in it, just pick up any of the Blade movies. They have a lot of action sequences in them, and especially this part. And the cast is just phenomenal as well. So, yeah, Blade 2. And then we have, this is like a double pack, but this is basically just one movie here that I'm going to talk about at number 8, and the movie is 30 Days of Night. I know there's a sequel as well, but I did not care for the sequel at all. The first one though is just great, and it has a really awesome atmosphere. It takes place in like Alaska, and the sun is like it's not coming up until like 30 days after 1 month or something like that. So and some people decide to leave and some people decide to stay, and those who stay sort of regret that they didn't left, because there is vampires invading the town. So yeah, and if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's just such a great vampire movie. Yeah, 30 Days of Night at number 8. And at number 7 we have another sequel which I think is better than the original, Underworld Evolution. I think the reason why I like this one much better than the first one is because of the main villain in this. I mean, the main villain in this basically got sort of resurrected, I guess, or was it like he someone woke him up for something in the ending of the first movie. I think that the bad guy in this is so iconic, and don't really remember his name, but yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything if you haven't seen it. So yeah, Underworld Evolution, much better than the first one, even though I do love the first one as well very much. So yeah, Underworld Evolution at number 7, sorry. And at number 6 is a movie which I still consider it as a vampire movie, even though it has a lot of other elements in it. From Dusk Till Dawn. If you watch this for the first time and you're like waiting and waiting, you're basically gonna think like, what the hell, you're a complete liar, this is not a vampire movie at all. But if you wait long enough, you realize that there is vampires in this movie, so yeah. And I do think the sequels are quite good as well. I mean, they're not the best, but they're okay for where they are. The third one is a prequel, and the second one is sort of a sequel, I guess. So yeah, but this one has a great cast in it as well. Juliette Lewis and Harvey Keitel, George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino. So yeah, check this one out if you haven't seen it. It's a classic. And at number 5 is a movie which I don't hear that many people talk about, and the movie is The Forsaken, which was released in 2001, yes. There's just something about this movie I just love. I can't put my fingers on what, but yeah, Vampires of the Desert or The Forsaken. And at number 4 we have a movie which I haven't seen in a long time. And the movie is Junkmaster3's, or what it's called in the original title, it's Near Dark, with Lance Henriksen and Bill Paxton, I guess, was in this as well. Yeah, Bill Paxton and Jenny Wright as well, so yeah, I need to rewatch this because it was a while since I saw it, and I think this was sort of a movie that got overshadowed. It was released the same year as The Lost Boys, so this was sort of forgotten in a way. But I think it's such a great movie anyway, so yeah, Near Dark. Now I need to speed up because I've talked for about like 7 minutes now. And at number 3 we have another sequel. I love this. I didn't have that high expectations for this, but the acting in it and the casting and everything is just great. Fright Night Part 2. I just love Roddy McDowall in both the first one and the second one. They are just great. And I think Charlie Brewster's, what's it called in what's it called in real life? Sorry. William Ragsdale, I guess. Sorry if I said this wrong, but his character Charlie basically has a new girlfriend in this, played by Tracy Lind. I think she's such a great actress because she was also in Class of 1999, and I think she sort of just disappeared from acting. I'm not really sure why, but I think she's just a great actress, and like I said before, Roddy McDowall is just always a great, yeah, he was such a great actor in my opinion, so, and he's very likable in this movie as well, so yeah, Fright Night Part 2. And then we have at number 2, the first The Lost Boys movie. I don't really know what else to say about it because I think most of you have already seen this movie. So yeah, Lost Boys at number 2. And all of you who know my favorite movies already know what movie that is on number 1, and it is the first Fright Night movie. I don't need to say anything else about it, I think, but yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and did get bored. I know I've talked way too long, so see you next time. Bye bye.